people? Tony Walker here with another video. This time I'm in my living room rather than my bedroom. See, there's little on TV and all that junk. I'm not gonna get into detail right now because we do not have the time. I'm still worried. I just watched another video on this censorship thing on YouTube, and I know for like the past few days I said something about the censorship because I'm personally worried. That's not like that. The only thing I've been watching is censorship. Like, I've been actually trying to get my mind off the fact, like saying, like, let's say I know what's going on, but I'm not even gonna deal with it. That's what I'm trying to do, but it's like kind of hard because I want to put some future content on my channel, like all these other content creators. I want to put some content like that on my channel. And no, I can't at first. Like I said at first, that I can't do that because, I don't know if my father wants me cussing on some stuff. But, no. I have a feeling he probably will let me, but it doesn't really matter at this point right now. That doesn't matter. What matters right now is YouTube. Because if you think about it, like, I and some of us new YouTubers, content creators, me as a content creator, and other new content creators that just got on, we came on at the wrong time. Because who knew? Like, okay, I only started this YouTube channel, I think it was last weekend. Yeah, last weekend. I started this YouTube channel last weekend, right? So if I did that, then next thing you know, a few days go by and YouTube has this new terms of service, and it just worries me. Now, before I get to more of this topic, let's talk about the first video I made about the terms. Either it's the first or second video I made about the it was one of the videos. I don't think I made the first or second, but let's talk about the video I said, well, should I stop doing YouTube or whatever for right now. Now, I don't think nobody even commented on that video because I'm a new YouTuber and people aren't gonna watch me as much yet until I get some content they're gonna see out. And some content I'm gonna want to put on YouTube is gonna be like probably mainly in the if I get the right, if I can do the videos right, then the video should come out probably about in a few months, probably January or December, because I'm planning to get that new Nintendo Mini NES and play Punch Out or Super Mario Brothers or something. I'm planning on getting that. I'm planning on getting some new games and stuff, and have some fun with y'all. But it's like I feel like that people are gonna have to change. Now, the YouTubers I mainly watch on a daily basis, I have not seen their videos or channels or anything get denized or censored or anything. I haven't seen that yet, because for the past few days since that terms of service came out, I was just gonna like Probably, I was just thinking like, I guess the next day or whatever they're gonna start denizing it. So YouTube is gonna have to lay off or something. I'm thinking that. I'm still watching these what's names and they're cussing and stuff still. And that may be alright. Like, it might be less cussing, but I don't know if it's less or more cussing. I don't, but it's like everybody has tried to make their points, have made their points towards YouTube, I believe. And here's what I'm gonna say: if I see a lot of videos within a few more weeks, probably like they're like, I forgot how many weeks on the month, but 4 or 5. I'm not idiot enough. It's just that, like, probably 5 to 4 weeks or 3 weeks later, tops. Like probably after this week and next week, and maybe probably even a week after and a week after that. I'm probably just gonna say, well, I guess YouTube probably gave up, because if I see that and nobody's getting their channels denized or anything, then I'm just going to go ahead and say, okay, well, they sort of gave up, so I'm not really going to get into it. This is new and different, so yeah. I keep yawning, but I'm putting some content that like I'm still worried, because I'm a content creator and I want to put some stuff out there that people are gonna watch, but I'm not gonna do anything like roast anybody or talk about a certain situation. I might do that like some points in time, but I'm definitely not gonna roast anybody, because me personally, I'm not good at roasting. And second of all, if nobody done nothing to me, then what's the point of doing something? Like, I'm used to a person in my school that I really don't even like. Let's say Darren is good. Now, he has messed with me, so I probably have a good right to probably roast him or do whatever. But let's say he didn't, but he's a bad person. I'm not gonna roast him because he hasn't messed with me. But if he messed with me, then that's where I'll start. After a good few moments, I'll start pushing back, because that's the thing with me. Real quick thing with me. Real quick. If a person messes with me, if you met me before and before I was like before 9th, like 8th, 9th, 8th and 9th, and now, if you met me before then, which most of you have, like people in McGee and all that junk, if you met me before and I'm nice and all that stuff, that was me then. Like, I was getting made fun of, because like 6th grade, those of you Kansas schoolers, y'all probably don't even know, but I was bullied, like, because I call it bullying, because I was so like a little bit. I was a Sonic nerd. Then I was like J Muzzy and Naruto, and everybody just made fun of me for liking Sonic mainly. And I said stupid junk. I was acting like a childish kid, like those nice childish kids. And down in McGee, they act like childish people, like what I mean by childish, they act like foolish, like not like having to act like kids, like saying I'm gonna be a superhero girl. Like me, I said stuff like I'm on a mission or something like that. I said stupid junk like that back then. Now I say more serious and bigger words and act smart and talk back more, because I gotta defend myself. Like, let me say. So that was back then. So for people watching this now, who I know, like D.D. Jones or Deja Dutt or let's say Darius Gray or somebody, or like I don't even know. If y'all watching this or something, Zachary Teeter and all that junk, y'all can know why I talk back angrily more at y'all. Like if y'all were to say something about me, I'll have to come back. That or I'll be quiet depending on what you say. Like that's why I don't really say nothing back. But I will say something back. I will do something that prevents you from doing what you're doing. Like for example, let me use somebody. Tamia Hart. Let's say Tamia Hart and some of her friends, like Darius or somebody, like they're making fun of me or something, they're pushing me around and junk. What I'm gonna do nowadays, like Darius, if you're watching this, like down in 9th grade when you kept pushing me around, no. All I gotta say is that, I bet you, like, after that last day you pushed me around, I bet you next time you push me around, I would hurt you, because y'all do too much. So this video basically is about me, YouTube, and just other stuff in general. So this is technically a vlog video. But yeah, that shouldn't be happening. It really shouldn't. Like, you don't put your hands on me for no apparent reason. I don't care who you are. You don't put your hands on me. Because I'm not being no civilian citizen or anything. But, like, I ain't do nothing to you. Like, seriously, like, y'all made, like, back in McGee, y'all made so much fun of me just because I watch Sonic and play games, like watch Dragon Ball Z and Naruto and all that stuff. It's like, literally, here's what people did to me. I feel like I changed the whole subject just now, but here's what they said about me. Have y'all ever come around this joke? People are watching this and they're anime creators. Have y'all ever come around this joke? Have y'all, where you watch anime so much that, like, people who know only 1 or 2 anime say this? First off, they be like, if somebody bring you up in a fight, like, it's like if somebody would fight somebody, then they bring you up. They say, he gonna try to act like being Naruto, do Shadow Jutsu or the Sengan or the Kamehameha. And then they saying the words so soon, like he gonna do the Kamehameha or the Sengan or that Shadow Jutsu. They gonna be saying stupid junk. And for me, I get so mad at that. I swear. I don't think people do that to me no more. Because I haven't really heard that frequently no more. But I've heard it before. And I told them straight up, I was like, hell no. No, excuse my language, but I was like, hell no. I ain't gonna do that. If you get into a fight with me, I'm gonna be just like my brother. I'm gonna beat you down. Cause I don't care if I'm getting in trouble. Because mainly what I'm gonna probably do is once I fight you, I'll sit back down in my seat. I'm gonna do what everybody else says. Like, for example, if I get into a fight, then teacher say stop, then I'm gonna stop. Like, after I'm done beating him down, I'm gonna stop. Teacher gonna tell me to get out the classroom. I'm gonna walk out the classroom. That or either after I fight, I'm gonna just walk and grab my stuff, pack it up, and walk out and go straight to the office or whatever. Because I can't get home. I'll walk straight to the office. Ma'am, I'm gonna confess real quick, but I just got into a fight my own self, and I guess I technically won. And reason being, I'm gonna tell the whole truth. I'm like, reason being because they were making fun of me. I got mad, so I started beating them down. So yeah, they say who is the kid? Let's use Zachary Teeter for example. Another person at school who sort of made fun of me. It's like one of those people who are, I'm not being racist or anything, but who are white but hang out with black people. They hang out with any kind of race, but act black, like talking about, oh, he my homie and all that junk. Now I don't really have a problem with that, but like he just made fun of me, which I guess sort of started to make me have a problem with it. Like, you need to stop hanging out with these people. Like, I'm not even gonna say I ain't gonna say the race color, but I'm saying you need to stop hanging out with a certain person. So if I were to beat him down and say, I'm gonna say Zachary Teeter, and we're gonna start. I know they're gonna make up a lie for sure, but I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell the exact truth, and they were like, "Why did you come up here?" Because I was like, I knew this was gonna happen. I was gonna be like, they were like, "Why did you come straight here since you usually a person wouldn't do that?" Mainly because the teacher was gonna send me out anyway. Two, the principal was gonna suspend me anyway, and three, it's because I just felt like I was gonna have to handle the truth. Like there was this one dude in class. I forgot his name. Yeah, Jalen. But not Jalen Knight. Jalen Knight my friend though. He my friend. He my brother and my friend. He my brother's friend and my friend. So even though I kind of get a little strict with him, but we good. Me and him good. He has nothing to do with this. But what's his name? Jalen Hall. Jalen Hall. I had one dream. I never even told Jalen Hall about this. I think that's what his last name was, Jalen Hall. I had this one dream where I was in Miss what's name class, and he was making fun of me, and at the time he was sort of making fun of me, so I didn't really like the guy. So it was this one day I just I slung him over these tables, and I was beating the crap out of him. Then the principal came to tell me to come with him, and we were walking outside. I remember I told him everything that happened, and Jalen got suspended, not me. That was one of those dreams. I was like, I can actually believe that, because I'm a straightforward guy. Like, I'll tell the truth and I'll lie. But when it comes to certain situations, I'll tell the truth. Cause people like I'm not that person who would lie all the time. I'm a person who will tell the truth as well. If I were to get in a fight, I'll tell the truth. Like, mom would get home, now why'd you get in the fight? Because this boy was making fun of me, and I told the teacher, and the teacher didn't really do nothing about it. Because even though because here's what's with teachers, even I messed up with the screen real quick. Even with teachers, they're not gonna fix your problems at all. They're not. They're gonna send them probably to another side of the room. Then either the student, depending on their choice, will say, "Never mind, I wasn't even messing with him," making a big old lie. So he'll just sit there and not mess with you at all, which is the wise decision. But if but if he don't, then most likely he either gonna mess with somebody else or start messing with you again. That's the thing. So, well, here's the thing that made me bad, but about that joke, I got into it. I keep changing topics, but here's the thing that made me mad about that joke. Technically about me doing like anime powers and stuff. The only powers that bring up is nothing. Is these two things. First off, they won't bring up any other power in the anime universe. Like, I can't even tell a person what a certain anime is because they never heard of it. Like, I only heard one or two people in McGee. Like, I heard multiple people who heard of multiple anime in McGee. So it's like, but if it was normal people other than the friends I had, then they didn't know jack. That would be, but like if there was only two people that other than my actual friends, who they became my friends, but before they were friends, like they knew. They heard about Parasite, they heard about Bleach. One of them was trying to become a rapper, and they were like, they heard of Dragon Ball Z and Naruto and stuff. But everybody else, they know nothing but Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. They never heard of Bleach, One Piece. They never heard of Mobile Suit Gundam. They never heard of One Punch Man. They never heard of nothing. They never heard of anything whatsoever about anime other than Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, because they stay on cartoons and BS. I always watching reality TV. The reason why I like to stay in the fantasy world is because it separates from reality and fantasy. Reality is full, technically bad stuff that goes on in life. Now, I'll check, not that I stay in fantasy stuff forever. I'd be in technically both, because, there's the news, then there's reality TV shows. And with those two hanging around, I can see what's going on with reality. In my opinion, the reality world and both the fantasy world are technically sort of bad. It's just that I feel like the reality world is sort of worse, even though the fantasy world might be worse. I feel like but fantasy is fake. It's not true, but reality is. That's what makes me think that reality is worse, because because we got multiple things going on in life. We got war with ISIS. We got war going on. We got ISIS. We got all that type of stuff. We got terrorists. We got people throwing cups at each other like on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. We got Donald Trump trying to become president and send African Americans back to Africa. And That's what the reality of the world is. Essentially nothing but chaos. The world is in chaos. But if you go into the fantasy world, the world will still be in chaos, even more chaos and destruction, because we got people killing each other, we got superpowers, and we got villains and all that junk. That's too much to handle. Except you'll probably be able to, depending on who you are, you'll probably be able to break away from the situation, probably even deal with the situation, and go back to world peace. But the reality world can't do that. It can, but it's like it chooses not to. I'm going on for like 20-something minutes, but this video is going to be long because I have a lot to explain about in this one vlog. Because, you know, I'm so I'm not irritated or nothing, but I'm so disappointed in like YouTube. I'm disappointed in a lot of stuff. But tell me in the comments below, what do you think that's gonna happen to YouTubers and the YouTube terms of service in the next couple of weeks? And tell me in the comment, and tell me this in the comments below. Would you prefer living in the realistic world or the fantasy world, or be in the tie of both? Because I would rather be in the tie of both.